And ladies and gentlemen, Rain versus STCN. This is all for seating placement, ladies and gentlemen. Rain brings Gearing, Haru, Ragnar, Delny, Stalingrad, Des Moines, Moskva, Vermont, Ohio. STCN brings Delny, Yuyang, Ragnar, Cabby, Marseille, Moskva, Stalingrad, Conquer, and Shikishima. That's some interesting battleships. We'll talk about those in a second here. So, initial thought, I mean, we're starting to see it. Ragnar versus Ragnar. Remember, this game means, is important for both teams. Rain trying to secure that first seed for the group going into playoffs. STCN is trying to move up from 4th to 3rd. So this game is critical. This game is critical, especially Rain. Rain is tied with Shaft on 8 points each. Shaft is playing Bonks, and Rain is playing STCN. So for Rain, they need both wins to stay even with Shaft, most likely. Now, Rain is sending a heavy push of 6 ships down to A. Only the Delny out towards C. A more standard push here for the side of STCN, though the Conqueror and Shikishima is interesting. So the Conqueror does have the Princess ship mechanic, and we got shots coming in, so let's watch these in. The Shikishima has 510 millimeter guns, which means it can overmatch a lot of stuff. We'll keep an eye out here and see how this goes, because this could become very, very, very interesting. Now, as we look forward here, Stalingrad ZK's next is sitting in there behind the island. I mean, he's going to be focused for a bit. How much they're willing to put. You can see the Moskva and Stalingrad turning off here from the original push, which will give STCN the early advantage on taking 2 of the caps. It's not a guarantee yet, but it's worth keeping an eye on. And so ZKS does take about 13k. Ohio, though, down 14k already. He's getting focused pretty well, but here comes the spam on the Delny. Delny well within detection range. Luboy doing a good job of dodging, though. So we'll keep an eye out. Now he dodges out without taking any damage. Healthily just narrowly in favor of STCN. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. No guarantees yet. Now, one last kiss in the Shikishima got the shells, and remember, we talked about this. I mean, these shells can do damage. Shots are in. 6k off of Malamu. Early cap advantage is obviously in favor of STCN. They are up 50 points in climbing. We'll keep an eye on that as this goes and see where it ends up. Because they are very aggressive right now. Little boy spotted again. Now they finally get some hits on him. Delny does have heals, remember. So he does have that working for him. Haru trying to get him. Delny will go dark. Instant DCP in once he goes dark. Only danger here is if one of these salvos hits him, which it does not. Opens up again. You got a Des Moines back there, buddy. May not be the best choice. Ragnar spotted. Shots in, down to 18-5. He does have the heals left. The Vermont of Server Hopper taking some significant damage. Now it's a 20,000 health lead for the side of STCN. So, as we look at positioning here, I like this maneuvering I'm seeing from STCN. They're bringing the Shikishima back over. They've got the Yu Yang Cabby up there, which is forcing back the Ragnar and Delny. Yu Yang forced away, takes a fair amount of damage there. That is a perma-fire on him. He's not spotted right now, but that is a perma-fire, so that's going to take him easily under 10k, probably close to under 9k. We'll have to watch that here. But I like the positioning. They have a pretty big lock grip on C, and now they're positioning themselves to try to farm down Server Hopper. Slowly but surely. Now, Server Hopper just getting slowly farmed by the Ragnar. And that's the problem, is the Vermont cannot fire quick enough to challenge that Ragnar with any sort of effectiveness. Delny and Ragnar of Gangbarang and Dubai Sun been forced back as well. And they're losing that fight slowly but surely. Oh, big hit on the Vermont of Server Hopper. Down to 49k. Ragnar trying to go dark. He is dark behind the island, but he's got to be very careful there. Spotted again. He's at 18. He's going to finish at about 20k health here. And now Server Hopper really in a bad spot here. Down to 4,700. He's trying to get safe behind that, but it's going to be really tight on if it's too late. Down to 2,800. That AP is just shredding. Down to 3,500. He's spotted again. And now here comes the push and the counter challenge from the side of Rain. So they smoke up the Des Moines. They got the gearing, and then they got the Harugumo right after that ready to smoke up. And they're going to focus on trying to farm out that Moskva. Vermont of Server Hopper, he's got to stay alive for just 17 more seconds. Though here come shots out from the cabbie. Can they clear the island? They do. He's down to 2,300. 10 seconds left. This is going to be tight. 1,500. 1,100. They can't quite get him, and Server Hopper will manage to pop that heal. Moskva Zabayev now in a problem spot. You can see that push. Harugumo has not used that smoke yet, but expect to see him now with the speed boost using that. Moskva of Zabayev actually getting really... Oh, and Dastard gets the shot over the island as we're watching, and he's barely stays alive, but it's long enough for him to get a kill. And first blood to the side of Rain. Points lead down to just 4. And that... He manages to stay alive long enough right here that the push coming down the edge develops to put him in a position to delete him. And so as we look in on this game, I mean, it's still anybody's, though I do like the position Rain's starting to take. They're starting to grab that control here onto the B cap. Lulu being forced back a bit. Malamu is in an okay spot. And then Jailer No Excuse coming around. The Vermont of Dastard is spotted. He has maxed out his health at 38,000. But here comes the hard push. You can see the Ragnar and Delny moving in. Everybody moving in. They're trying to get the focus in. And now the Shikishima in a problem spot. You've got the Des Moines down here with the Gearing. Gearing about to have smoke to get the Des Moines further forward. But the Des Moines just able to farm onto the Shikishima. Though he may switch over here to the Delny in a second. We'll see if his guns do. Looks like he's going to continue to focus at least for the moment. Shikishima. Malamu taking worlds of damage here from the Ragnar wall and Stalingrad wall, trying to stay alive. He's in very bad spot. Marseille has the shots in, gets him down to 11k. He has used the DCP. The Yu Yang does go down though. Vermont gets him, but Dastard gonna get traded out here, and the Ohio, and so Rain immediately loses both battleships. And now Rain is down 52,000 health. One last kiss, though, very close to following. Stalingrad of ZKS next, also in a danger spot. He hasn't used the DCP yet. He's trying to back himself out of detection. Down to 17-3. Set on fire again. They're going to have that last heal here in a second. Double fire. Haven't forced out the DCP yet. Triple fire. Man, that Ragnar got some really good luck. There's the DCP force, but the problem with using that is now, if you get set on fire right here on one of these last salvos as he cuts across behind, the heal, yes, is nice, but the fire will tick. And the Shikishima of One Last Kiss turn in full broadside. Looks like Stalingrad will survive for the moment, while One Last Kiss just gets absolutely farmed down. And so the Shikishima of One Last Kiss does go down. Rain down just 4 points. Conqueror has still got the heals left. Stalingrad moving forward now. And so Rain's one issue here is this positioning. The Moskva of Lulu doesn't have any heals left. The Delny of Dubai Sun is hurt. The Ragnar of Gangbang has no heals left. And you got this Cabby Marseille push coming up the top. Conqueror dodges the Torps coming in. And Rain is retreating back at the top. And this is a problem because STCN does have that push. They'll pop the radar. They won't spot anything with it. I mean, they see the Delny of Lou Boy down on the edge. You can see Gearing of this sheep moving forward, trying to find a spot, but he's not quite there yet. So this becomes very intriguing. Health pools, 30,000 differential here. Lulu Snail has to be very careful. Shots coming across the island from him. And I like this reposition we're seeing. So you move Lulu Snail, you back him up. Ooh, that hurts. You back him up, try to get him to the Thunderdome. Problem is, does he make it there? Down to 5,700. Oh, and he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. He might get, if he's really, really lucky, he might get, yeah, he'll get that shot off. But here comes the kill. Shots in, gets the Marseille to 56,000 of fire, but there's the kill. And now it's back up to a 104-point lead for the side of STCN. They're looking, though, for the Conqueror. This Conqueror, Not looking very hot. He does have a heal coming in 25 seconds. He's got to survive to that, though, and they are trying their best to burn him down before he can get that heal up. 18 seconds, though, I don't think it'll be quick enough to burn him out. So 7,000, there's a... If you assume 1,000 health a second, you're still 7 seconds off right now. And there's the heal. You see they get him down just not quite enough. And the heal back up will be brutal. It's the worst thing in the world when you're fighting a Conqueror and you're whittling them down. You see them just print a new ship. Shots coming in at the Des Moines. They're going to actually go for the Harugumo, and they're going to hit the Harugumo. Stalingrad, though, has to be very careful here. Stalingrad gets deleted. Spotted by Artorias. That buys a little bit of time. 4 seconds again. Ragnar still hasn't tried to take B, and nobody's taken A yet. Delny is the last line of defense here at A. Conqueror trying to get out of there alive. He's down to 31,000. He is on fire again. Watch this. Can they get him off the field in time this time? They've got the shots roaring in. They got him at 22.9, but will it be quick enough? They really need another fire on him for the side of Rain. STCN desperately trying to pull Vladilena back. He's down to 17k. Problem is just the timing. It's 31 seconds to heal. The fire's no longer ticking. There's the tick again. They force the DCP out. The DCP will run basically until the heal's up. 10,500 left. Oh, but look at the Delny. Delny opening up. They're trying to get the Stalingrad of Madara out of here. 13 seconds left. It's going to be tight. Down to 3,800. Can they get that last tick? 7 seconds. Will lightning strike twice? He tries to turn. It's 3. It's 2. It's 1. He's going to get the heal off in time again. And Rain, 1,400 health away from being able to do it, but it's not going to be in time, and he's going to heal up one more time. The Gearings and the Ragnar trade out, but the Delny takes out the Stalingrad, so it's up to 130 points. A now being taken by the side of STCN. 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes left. Dubai Sun looking for Luboy. They're trying to get the Conqueror dead. Artorias is going to run out of range at some point, though, ladies and gentlemen. Fire here would be brutal. It would bring him down to 15-ish K. They find Luboy. Dubai Sun trying to get the finish. Dubai Sun down to 4,700. 3,000. Delny doesn't have the heals left. They get the permafire. That will kill Luboy off. They get him, but Dubai Sun gets traded. Or does he? What? And they get him. Dubai Sun goes down, and ladies and gentlemen, with 1:40 left, that means that you need more kills. And the problem is you don't have the Conqueror. The Conqueror's at 13.9. You need kills, and you need them fast, especially with that points lead building, and I think Rain just doesn't have it. Like, it's just, there's not enough time. They can see the ships, but with 50 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen, Rain doesn't have the kills on the board to be able to win it, which means that STCN is going to win this game. And they have given themselves at least 1 point in their effort to move up. And Rain, that may end their chances of winning the group. 25 seconds left.
The enemy's victory draws near.
Gearing dumps the torps, but it's too little too late, ladies and gentlemen. STCN will take game number 1. And guarantee themselves at least a split.
We are mighty, but defeated.
What a game. What a game.